Good morning. My name is Wendy Anderson, and I am completing this video for consideration for the assistant principal position at Mary Harris Intermediate. I have my notes out to the side, so I'll be looking over there occasionally, so I apologize for that. But like I said, my name is Wendy Anderson. I'm in my 8th year as an educator. My first 3 years I spent teaching middle school theater, so 7th and 8th grade. And then I've spent the last 5 years teaching English 1 and English 2 in White Settlement. And finished up my master's program last spring, Master's of Education and Educational Administration, as well as my principal certification. And so I am here and excited about this opportunity. Really quickly, just a couple of reasons why I am interested in joining the administration team at Mary Harris. First of all, my current principal, Jeff Seaton, when I told him I was beginning to look for these positions, he could not recommend Crowley more. He said Crowley ISD is a great place to work, and so I began researching the district and looking at those opportunities. And so looking at the mission and vision statement for Mary Harris, I was incredibly struck at the commitment for setting high expectations for all students, that all students will have those high expectations, and we're going to challenge those students to rise to those expectations. And then also the desire to inspire students to be all that they can be, regardless of where they're coming from. With such a diverse district as Crowley, it's so easy for students to get caught up in, this is my background, this is my demographic, this is where I'm coming from. And I love that Mary Harris says that we're going to inspire all students to be the absolute best that they can be in this world. As far as most important elements of leadership in such a diverse environment, I really believe that clear, transparent communication is the absolute first step. Whether it be with staff or with parents or with students, I think especially at this age of the students on an intermediate campus, to choose to not be transparent is going to backfire. People want to know what you're doing and why. And so by being incredibly clear with the communication and transparent, I think you're going to reach those students and parents and staff members so much easier. I also believe in setting an example for excellence and expectations. I'm a firm believer that you develop success by showing it. I teach currently at a Title I school, and it's also the same school I graduated from. And I know for a fact that as a student in this district, I was so thankful that I had teachers and administrators who refused to let me or any of my friends make excuses for our success. It did not matter what our parents made. It did not matter what house we lived in or apartment we lived in. What mattered is that we were going to be successful and that we were not going to let our circumstances dictate whether we were or not. And so setting that example now on my current campus, I remind those kids, I'm one of you and I've been one of you. And so letting them know, I don't care. I don't care where you're coming from. I care. Obviously, we all care, but we're not going to make excuses. We're not going to make excuses for our lack of success. We show that empathy, and we show that obviously we care about them as an individual, but we're not going to let them make excuses. 3 leadership qualities, and I'm almost at my 5-minute mark. 3 leadership qualities that I want to discuss about myself is 1, my ability to develop relationships, not only with students, but with colleagues. I've always prided myself on taking the time to develop relationships with everyone, to make them feel comfortable and safe so that they know that there's a mutual respect to be able to seek out advice or help. Also, my strong academic background, especially in core subject areas, English, and I've spent several years on a curriculum writing team for English as well as PLC lead for English 1, and am very capable of looking at that data and disaggregating and helping teachers develop incredibly passionate, powerful, rigorous, and relevant lessons. And finally, just my ability to help with leadership development. I think a great leader develops great leaders, and that's something I'm passionate about. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoy this video. And again, Wendy Anderson, and I'm incredibly excited about this opportunity. Have a great day.